This is in fact one of my favorite salads. It's super complete. We're going to use egg, we're using zucchini, arugula, as well as some beautiful pine nuts. The first thing I'm going to do is toast our pine nuts. All you need for that is a pan. You don't need to add oil or anything like that because pine nuts are quite oily by themselves. So you'll just heat a pan and just leave the pine nuts in there for a little while until they start getting golden. The next step is to chop our zucchini. As you can see, what I've done with the zucchini is I've cut them lengthwise and I've boiled them for about 2 minutes with a little bit of salt. That's all really. Now you just want to chop them into cubes. As you see, I haven't removed the seeds or anything like that. It's really not necessary for this. Don't boil it too much, otherwise it's going to be too soft, yeah? And what we want is for that zucchini to retain a little bit of its crunchiness, as well as all the nice vitamins that it has. Now that the zucchini are ready, we're going to do exactly the same with the eggs. These are hard-boiled eggs, and all I'm going to do is cut them again into cubes. So as you see, this is a very complete salad. We have protein from the eggs, we've got different types of vegetables, our arugula and the zucchini, as well as those beautiful pine nuts, and of course, Nur Light Mayo, which is fantastic for the dish because it has 70% less fat than a regular mayo. Okay, so those pine nuts are now nice and golden, as you can see. We're gonna transfer them to a clean bowl. We'll use them later for plating. And now that we have our zucchini and we have our egg, we're ready really to plate. I'm going to use arugula because it is green that has a lot of flavor. But what we want to do is spice it up a little bit. So we will add a tiny bit of salt, as well as some pepper, and then some lemon juice. We don't really need to add anything else because we are using Nur Light Mayo, which will add a lot of flavor by itself. The first ingredient we're going to add is Nur Light Mayo, which is fantastic because it has extra vitamin D and it retains all the flavor of our original mayo. So we'll put a nice layer of mayo in the bottom, and then we're going to put a little bit of our arugula. You can use your hands if they're nice and clean. So there you go, just a little bit of arugula in the bottom of the glass. And now we're gonna layer with some of that beautiful zucchini. We're gonna add some more mayo on top of the zucchini, which will add an extra touch to make sure we have a lovely salad. Then we will add that egg. Since the eggs were hard-boiled, we want to make sure that we add a little bit of salt to the eggs to season them, okay? A little bit of salt. Again, another layer of Nur Light Mayo for extra flavor for those eggs. We will now top it up with a bit more of our arugula, and the final touch for our salad is going to be those toasted pine nuts. So as I say, the final touch is the pine nuts. I have prepared this beautiful salad with Nur Light Mayo, but the beauty about Nur Mayo is that it has a lot of different flavors. We have a huge range. So if you prefer, you can maybe use Nur Lemon Mayo or Nur Garlic Mayo. It will go beautiful with this dish as well. So with this, we have got our fantastic egg and zucchini salad, a very quick and light dinner.